dummy.
He got beat up.
Hey, that shit crazy.
Sheesh.
Damn, Todd.
I had to be brutal though. Nigga feelings hurt. Nigga feelings and his eye hurt.
So who is Bob? Bow, shut up, nigga. Don't ask me no questions, nigga. Fuck wrong with you?
You on my side, nigga. What's wrong with you? Nigga, you decide.
Hey, nigga, don't ask about what I'm doing, nigga. I'm here with you now, nigga. Damn. And that nigga came back and said, man, the motherfucker, she put me in my goddamn I ain't do nothing though.
But nah,
You're a good man.
That shit, that was funny as fuck, bro. Like, how you get fucking caught out there down bad and you get mad? But I can't lie though, I was talking crazy though. I was like some of the shit.
Talking crazy? What you mean? Talking crazy like what?
Well, of course, when you find out some shit like that, you just you have no regard to what you said.
No, but that don't. But nah,
it wasn't your fault, Todd. You're a victim.
You're the victim.
Yeah.
No, I don't, man. Look, that shit was funny to me. I'm telling you, that shit was funny to me.
I shouldn't have been talking to her like that. No, she shouldn't.
Oh no. I should have been talking to her, and everything I said I meant, nigga. I ain't caring about that shit, nigga. Fuck that.
Nigga blamed himself. I knew I shouldn't have found out.
At that point, nigga, everything fair game. At that point,
He knew he shouldn't have found out.
When I find that out, nigga, I don't have no respect. None of that. It's just what it is.
You can talk about her grandmama. You can
everything. Who I'm talking about?
Flirt with her sister. Everything's on fair game at that point, G.
I was bad, bro. I was worse than you, Joe. Put it that way.
It wasn't bad. She punched that nigga back straight. Nigga, shut up, nigga.
Did you? But I got a question for you. Did you go back?
That shit was dead. It was already dead for me because we was long distance. You know.
Would I know if I seen
names to names don't
we
remain.
Say no name.
Right, we ain't gonna say no names, but
really, COVID ain't no names being said. On
no, I said would I know? I ain't say a name, but would I know who you're talking about? Yeah. So it don't matter.
Probably not. No. Yeah.
Here we go. You're tuning in to the Dummies Podcast. I'm Stop.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Todd.
And I'm Hootie, nigga.
And we back like we never left, because like we said every week, we never leave. It's Sunday, April 26th. It's episode 7 and 9, man. We back in this thing, man. Our second podcast from a remote location. We still keeping the show pumping and jumping, man. Everybody being quarantined, man. Thoughts and prayers are still with all the people affected, all the people who lost their lives due to COVID-19, people who on the front lines, man, all of the nurses and doctors who putting in plenty of time, man, plenty of hours, man, some and without even all the necessary equipment that they need, man. Our thoughts and prayers go to y'all, man, for the tremendous job that y'all are doing, man. The Dummies Podcast thanks you for what y'all doing, man. I hope everybody's still out there being safe. But
stay
as
safe.
always, we got a show that we got to put on, and we are back. What's up? Where y'all at with it?
Same old, man. The week's been workout, meditate, or find some other shit to do, man.
You been meditating, Hootie?
Yeah, man. I've been having to find something to do to calm my anxiety.
I want to see Hootie meditate.
I ain't sitting there like this.
Hootie be on there be like this.
Nigga, attention span short of hell, man.
Fuck that
I
shit.
ain't sitting there.
If I talk, I meditated.
When I say meditate, I mean go sit in the backyard and just breathe and get some fresh air. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's all meditation is.
Don't call it no fancy ass word, Hootie.
That's my form of meditation.
You just thinking. That's all.
Well, actually, I wasn't. That's the purpose. That's the whole thing, is to try not to think.
You thought about something.
But the whole purpose of it is to not think.
But you thought about something is what I'm saying.
It's not.
You probably said, ooh, it feel good outside.
No,
I'm relaxing.
Okay, so you're right. I did think. Breathe deep, in and out. Focus on your breathing. Thinking about breathing.
I'm telling you, Hootie can't meditate, man.
Man, your mind be all over the place. It's just too much shit to just have a clear mind. That shit damn near impossible, man. It's been a normal week, man. How your week been, Todd? I'm not normal, but new normal, I guess. But
right, yeah, that new normal shit different. But it's been pretty rough, man. You know, as I told y'all in the group message, man, I lost my uncle to that COVID-19 shit, man. So didn't have an opportunity to go, you know, to the funeral. You know, didn't have an opportunity to get down there to him because you can't be in large groups of people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was just, you know, some kind of surreal. You know what I'm saying? If somebody died, you just gotta take it. You know what I'm saying? You don't really know how to adjust to that shit. But aside from that, man, like you said, man, in working out the best way you can because the gyms ain't open. Trying to keep a clear head, man, for real, because it's kind of hard to stay sane at this point because you're just like, shit, what else can I do? You done pretty much exhausted all options of your ideas of fun. And now you bored with that shit, so you got to find something else to do. You know what I'm saying? So
does nights become harder than the days? Because like during the day you have like a routine.
I don't go to work. I'd be up to like 3 in the. What?
Niggas start talking about nighttime. I don't know.
But yeah, I don't really get a whole lot of sleep. Like last night, for instance, it's the weekend. I ain't go to sleep about 3:30 and woke up at like 4:30 and was up watching TV. Like I don't really get a whole lot of sleep.
Is a reason for that?
I don't know, bro. Like it just shit. I can't turn my mind off. You know what I'm saying? Like I just be up. For real, I can't. So when you say you be goddamn thinking, I mean, when you be meditating and shit, I guess I need to try that because I ain't never tried that.
But he don't be meditating.
It don't work. It don't work.
I mean, thinking like a motherfucker.
I try to come up with all kinds of shit, but that shit don't work either. So I asked you that too because I be having that issue of sleeping. So I just wanted to see if that was a thing going around for everybody.
I'm about to start goddamn taking some muscle relaxers to get some sleep around the bitches.
Now, I just said too that I don't really be sleeping that much, but I never really sleep. I only be needing 4 or 5 hours anyway, and that's all I need. But I am staying up late. You know what I'm saying, to y'all point. So yeah. How your weekend?
How about yours, Joe?
It's been a week. I thought it was funny that you said your problem might be thinking too much.
Why that's funny?
You ain't been exercising either, Todd. Because we in that challenge together. You did about 10 miles this month. I did my 50.
Man, that shit don't even show up on my Nike app no more. So I just blow out my miles. I don't want to.
Here we go.
I tag Hootie every day. Like, I don't know what else you want me to do.
I think you be recycling them.
You got different miles and different trades. Like, I don't even want to say that.
Nobody's gonna check.
You only need about 3, 4 different ones.
I don't see your shit at all. How about that? I don't see your shit at all.
I was about to ask you, can't get rid of Where your miles?
This is on the app. I just don't. I don't have to post everything for.
You walk them?
I do not.
Power walk. Got that be a power walker with 2 pound dumbbells.
A little speed walk.
You don't jog, nigga.
But nah, man. I just want stupid people to stop posting on Facebook.
Explain.
Cause it's like dangerous at this point. Like giving out the wrong information. Like stop being stupid on Facebook. But they might not know they stupid. So
tell them. You want to tell
me? Go into it. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. What you talking about? Tell me what you're talking about.
You got a specific post?
Give us an example.
Yeah, give us an example.
People posting wrong facts,
Like somebody died 2 years ago and they posted it today.
Yeah. 3-4 years ago, posted
like,
today.
Like hospitals getting paid more for COVID patients?
Yeah, hospitals are saying people are dying off COVID, so they get paid more. I love when the nurses jump in like, are you dumb?
Mm-hmm. And they still
ask you if you're dumb in your comments, then you probably need to stop posting.
Then they still gonna sit there and they gonna argue with that nurse.
But the dope thing,
I bet you won't say who posted it.
Yes.
Names should remain nameless.
He's saying he was about to fall for it. He was like,
oh yeah, I say it.
He was about to fall for it.
Look at you, Messy Jones.
You gotta be quicker than that.
I do like that now they're putting that fact check thing on. I don't know how extensive that is, but they're putting
still let you see the post too, though. It'll say this is blocked because of fact purposes or something like that, but it'll still let you view the post. Facebook and Instagram too.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad that they're doing that because man, I be seeing people click on so much bullshit that like I be like, why are you like? They'll post it angrily, and I'm like, man, do you see the fucking site you? What the fuck? This nigga
in the jungle, ain't it?
I'm sorry. I know y'all can't see it, but Dan's got
fisherman on there in the middle
of the room, a refugee. The Zimbabwe slow,
man. But
But whatever I was saying, bro. Whatever I was saying, that goddamn it. All right, y'all.
Talking about sidetrack like a motherfucker.
Talking about the fake news shit. People be posting shit.
Oh yeah, man. Y'all be picking that shit, and it's like it be from nothing is true. The truth.com, and they be like, man, you see this bullshit? They trying to kill us all, man. And you know what I'm saying? They'd be like, bro, do you see where you got this shit from?
And Publix or Walmart not sending you a $250 gift card if you share the post. Like,
hey, y'all get them million text messages now with all kind of wicked shit. You want an Amazon gift card or free iPhone or free this or free that.
I don't get that one. What that is?
I don't get that.
I don't know. From so many different numbers, I'm getting text messages saying I want some free shit.
Style Pornhub. That's free shit.
Triple X videos, baby. I'm going porn.
You probably been going to them sites like I got a homeboy. He been going to the. My homeboy was telling me he was going to the Instagram search. And he clicking on all them Instagram search pages. That's probably where you been going. That's why you getting all them damn badass text messages.
I don't know what it is. The only thing new I didn't put up. The only thing new is that Zencaster shit that Dez got to be on.
They supposed to have updated Zoom to make it more security.
Secure.
They upgraded. All right. I'm ready, Joe.
Oh,
you know what you talking about. Open? You ain't open.
What you talking about?
He might not be done, Stock. I think he's still going on with his week.
Hey, K-Giver, how was your where was that you went yesterday? It was like a little bar outside
my Courtney aunt driveway.
Okay.
Y'all stay safe. Y'all 6 feet away.
Yeah, everybody brought their chairs, 6 feet away. They brought their liquor. We brought ours. We drank. Hey, drink what you bring. Got your own cup. It was cool.
That's all right. I just did that actually this morning. Baron and Trina stopped by here this morning. And Trina, we gotta move the chairs 90 feet apart. She moved them over too.
What they doing way out here?
They wanted. They came to pick up some gloves.
Nigga said 90 feet apart.
Gloves.
That shit sounds about right though.
It wasn't gloves between their house and your house.
Hey, listen, I just come get the gloves.
Well, I told you, man. Get the fuck out of there, bro.
I'm gonna be honest. I was just excited to see other human beings.
Right.
Yeah. I was so excited. Hey guys,
y'all talk to strangers? Like. I was at the ABC store yesterday, and nigga just keep trying to talk to me. I got my mask on and everything. I'm still about 30 feet away. Okay.
I talk to him and say, back up, because it's clearly marked. I'm like, hey, you supposed to be standing right there. You was in my 6 feet. Because they make us stand out. The one I go to, you stand in a little spot.
Hey, a chick kept looking at me the other day in Lowe's. I'm like, what the fuck she looking at? Now I'm like, man, I got my seat. I looked down. I was way not on the X. They got the little X down there. I was way in the middle of that bitch. Oh, my bad.
That nigga thought he was getting chose. She tried to look out for her safety.
Back up, nigga. She's scared. She was just scared to tell him he a big fella. He might hit me or something. But on them X's, I get 2 X's behind or 2 lines behind just to make sure I had the proper distance. Like, back up.
Man, you gonna step right into their F.
When you be doing your runs, like if you be passing by people that's out there walking or running, do you go on the opposite side of the street?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm going on the opposite side. I try, like when I'm running past cars and the doors or the windows down, I turn my head. I don't want to breathe that air. It's just I try to take off.
That link to the group. That boy, like when you be running and even the people that you pass, you still get that shit. I've been fucked up.
That was it. And I saw that too, and then CNN put something out that was an actual scientists or doctors doing that study. So they actually like that's not true. So I'm trying not to fear that, but then we also don't know what is true either.
Yeah,
so,
but I be dodging the hell out them homeless people though.
I dodge everybody, and I'm at that point that I still get home and be like, "Damn, was that the run that ended it all for me?" Every time.
You
that's the last run. Yeah, I do.
But my week was good. You know what I'm saying? It was a cool little week.
He always got a.
He trying to give you the.
I try to get you to kick it to him. He kick it to him. I got it. I get the ball. I'm gonna bring it up. I'm gonna do it all myself.
Nigga stole that bitch from his team. Man, give me a goddamn ball.
Quarterback sneak, nigga. Fuck it. Coach can call something else, and I'm quarterback sneak. But it was a cool week, man. Not much went down this week. I did a lot of yard shit this week, man. Getting everything straight, putting shit together. trying to create the backyard space, man. That was it.
How your patio furniture turn out?
Oh, perfect. We used it this morning, sat in it. But let me tell you something, man. That shit be looking so, like, why they give you all them complicated ass instructions? It was easy, but it's just like, you got to make all the little shit line up. It just be too much.
Did you have to restart on any of them? Because damn near everything I put together, I got to start over because I didn't.
The very first one, I was too excited and I was tightening, like the first 5. And then I was like, hold up, man, these ain't lining up. And I was like, and then I saw in the instructions, it clearly said, do not tighten all up to the end.
Yeah.
But that's the shit that be the worst because it was like 30 screws. Now you got to goddamn, and you got to figure out which ones you didn't tighten up. And I'm like, man, goddamn, man.
Big workout.
That's why I like just buy the shit. I just like to buy the shit, man.
Just buy the bill call, can't get right.
Hey man, speaking of can't get right, I noticed that some blinds in one of my rooms, them bitches a little,
they loose. Crooked.
Hey, that was early on in my.
They got big seesaw.
You used the level of that time, cuz he eyed it. Don't let him get right. You know the nigga can't see you.
We laying in the bed, looked up like this motherfucker. But it took a year and something to catch it. So, but
it didn't done his job.
House probably just moved. That's
it just settled in.
Yeah, y'all tired of people.
Y'all got caught up by that Cash App board game. Did y'all play that shit?
Man, I wanted to block everybody that posted that goddamn Ponzi scheme.
I got a homeboy that was like, "Hey man, send me $100. I'll send you 800 in 3 days." What the? I ignored it. He got another homeboy. All right. I never ignored him. By 3 days, no. But yeah, the other homeboy didn't get a goddamn quarter back. But
do them bingo games working?
No, that's what we talking about.
But that's the same shit.
No, that's different. I think
that's different. Like they got an actual bingo board.
I don't give a fuck what it is, nigga. You're not getting no money back from that shit, man. These niggas lying to y'all, man.
I ain't playing no social media games.
That shit.
You ain't seen it?
Yeah, a lot of people in New Orleans got the bingo going.
No, I think the bingo part real. I mean, it's a game of chance. Don't get me wrong. But
I've seen some people post say they've won, but I ain't willing to take that risk.
That board shit. That's why you're trying to get 8 more people because when you fill up the board, you get to the middle and you win. So you got to get 8 other people for real to fill up that board.
I don't give a fuck if that shit be $25. I'm not doing that shit just because of the principle.
No, that shit's stupid.
Don't play me. Like that shit be playing people, man. Like I know you finna steal my money. I'm not finna do that shit.
And then I'm not about to come get you right now. You can't. I'm good.
Right, I can't do shit about it. Damn, bro. Matter of fact, the nigga sent 100, and then he turned around and sent 80. I was like, "You got some shit back?" He like, "Hell no."
Need to double it up on you, right? Pay that nigga light bill real quick.
Tell you,
man, y'all be catching y'allself like not knowing what to do sometime at nighttime.
Yeah,
I don't be knowing if I want to watch a new show. I don't know if I want to scroll through my goddamn phone or do I want to read a book. I don't be knowing what to do sometimes. It'd be too much time.
It'd be the same thing. I'll see if I want to watch something new, but then I don't because I'm scared I'm going to fall asleep on it. But I still don't go to sleep for about 3 hours. Do I want to watch a new movie or old movie? Most times I fall on an old movie, goddamn. I'll just let that bitch play in the background and won't even watch it and just be woke to the end of the day. I don't want to scroll Instagram. I don't want to scroll Twitter. I don't want to scroll none of that shit because I'm sick of the news. And basically that's all it is at this point. But nigga being this bitch confused. And that's another reason why I asked her, like, you getting a lot of sleep or you getting any sleep because like that plays a factor into it too. Yeah. And all of that shit falls back in. But I be lost as fuck at night. So.
Now you check out all the boxes.
And like the group message still be going. I don't even be wanting to respond to that at that point either. Like, I don't know what the fuck to do at night.
You check out all your boxes. Like you can crush, won't go to sleep. You goddamn
coronavirus.
Crush won't go to sleep. You goddamn sit up, watch TV, won't go to sleep. Play the game, won't go to sleep. Like that shit just crazy. Watch Netflix, won't go to sleep. And speaking of Netflix, man, I Joe, have you watched that Black as Fuck show yet?
I just started.
I watched a couple episodes. Yeah,
I'm twin.
I think it's real hilarious in a weird type of way because not many families talk like that towards each other. Like not many niggas call a wife dude, or many wives call their husbands dude, or they cursing out that 18-year-old kid about what the fuck are you doing, or she respond back crazily. You know, but I do think it's dope.
Nigga asked his daughter on that one side, "Are you a thought?"
Nigga real life call his kid, "I'm scared of." Nigga say, "I'm scared of her. She's a fucking psychopath." Talking about the little light skinned girl. Like,
I thought this shit was fun.
Slow for me though, bro.
I like it.
I think they was just trying to give you because when I watched the first one, I was like, God damn, how many kids? And then a kid just kept appearing. I think they trying to get you familiar with the people first before they get into it.
What episode you on, Tom?
I want to say 4. And it's just,
it's only 8.
Yeah,
you just ain't got no sense of humor, Todd.
Yes,
you gotta have a sense of humor for that.
I'm the silliest nigga on the pod, like, for real. I laugh at everything for real.
That nigga cry on himself, then.
Yeah, silliest nigga alive.
That nigga laugh at anything on that bitch.
You know who?
Silliest
nigga.
What you got to say, Joe?
I just no, Todd.
You think somebody's sillier than Todd?
I don't think silly the right word.
Well, if silly is the word, who's sillier?
Mustaki the silliest nigga on the pod.
I think it's Todd.
Goofy, maybe.
It's subjective.
Who you got, Dez? Who the silliest nigga?
Let that nigga know, young Dez. Dez win.
Man, fuck yeah.
Dez the determining factor. Oh man, I was looking at this this list of I was reading an article of things that should be left behind when this is over, and I just want to know what some of the things y'all gonna leave behind, and what some things you're gonna do going forward.
Podcasting on Zoom.
It's gonna get left behind. Some of the things on the keep list is what we always said we didn't do much of, which is staying connected to those we love. Another thing that we don't do is slow down and do some self-care. Nigga, relax, chill sometimes, get you some rest, which we still not really. We getting rest, but not no sleep. And then the gratitude for essential workers, like those people that we leave little bitty tips for. Like, even if they're being rude, like sometimes you gotta understand or try to see and understand what they're going through. But then some of the shit they had that to get rid of is buffets. Unnecessary meetings, like at work, them fucking meetings that could have just been a quick email. Man, send me an email. I came in here to learn nothing. I could have told y'all that. But just shit like that, buffets and unnecessary meetings. And so I wanted to ask, like, what's some of the things y'all think y'all gonna leave behind once this shit is over, and what's some of the things you think you're gonna do differently?
Leave behind. If I said it, I happened too quick.
It happened before the shit over with, huh?
Right. I'm kidding. It's a joke. Just a joke. This one big joke.
I do like, because I talked to my aunt. Well, me and Courtney talked to my aunt for about an hour, almost 2 hours last night. So stuff like that is dope. I want people to leave taking dogs to restaurants.
That shit nasty, man.
Yeah, I want people to stop doing that.
I hate dogs in all public spots, man. Like, leave your dog, unless it's service dogs. Now, people need their service dog, and I understand. But like, when people be having their dogs just in restaurants and in department stores and shit, take your little nasty ass dog on somewhere. I'm with you on that, Joe.
Mm-hmm. So that's something I want. And then just, I don't know, food.
What about handshakes? Stuff like that.
Yeah, we get rid of that. I ain't gonna cry about it.
I don't mind it.
I think I'm at that point where I'm staying further away from people, and I'm not shaking as many hands.
I'll say this:
I ain't probably a handshaker. I'm not a handshaker anyway. But then every now and then I'll shake a nigga hand. But I think that's out the window now.
Okay, I'm gonna say like this: in the grand scheme, in the immediate opening, yeah, like we're not gonna be doing that. But long term, I still like that, because I had a guy came and gave me a quote, man. A surveyor came and gave me a quote on something I was looking at doing at the house, and it did kind of feel weird because we didn't shake hands out of, out of knowing what it was. But in talking to him, he was like, I'm still like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, well, do I pay you up front? Do I put it on the pie? He said, man, I'm old school, man. I still believe in a handshake. You tell me that's what you're going to do. I do all the work. You pay me on the end. He said, sometimes I get burnt, sometimes I don't. And to me, to me, that has a personal, like when you meet people like that, I always automatically, like you can just tell how real they are. Like you can, that's just authentic because most people, man, give me 25% up front, do this, you know what I'm saying? And so like, to me, that handshake still signifies old school business. Like to me.
So is it possible and based off what you're saying, it could be a verbal handshake?
I mean, to me,
what you gonna do, say
yeah.
No, I mean, the same way they just not had their verbal handshake just now with how he's believing in him and they didn't shake hands that way.
Yeah, but still, I still feel like you handshake. Cause like, one thing I'm not finna do is I'm not finna let this shit turn me to like I've been shaking hands with people for 34, 35 years, however long, and I've been fine. So I'm not finna let the last few months, again, in the immediate aftermath, sure, yeah, let's keep that distance. But in a year or two, nigga, let's a handshake. It's gonna come back. That's just some shit we saying right now.
Yeah,
I get pound.
I don't think it's gonna stay like that. You know what I mean? Because it's one of those things. Like it's just a force. It's a habit. Like you don't even think about it. You know what I mean? You just like if I'm walking in Joe's house and we finna pod, I go in that bitch and I dap the whole circle up. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's somebody you ain't seen in a minute, you gonna dap them up. Like that's just what it is. Like you can bump into somebody today, Hootie, and you ain't seen him in a while. He ain't gonna be second nature. Just think, oh, Corona, I ain't gonna dap him up.
I disagree. For me, it is.
Now, I did see somebody at Walmart that
For me, it
I
is.
normally dapped up, and they was about to dap me up. I was like, social distance. But that's now. I mean, I know what you're saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I'm gonna start using that excuse for people I really ain't want to dap up anyway. So
just don't shake their hand, Joe.
I'm a nice person, man.
Just be offensive. If you don't like
nice person.
I'm not offensive. Y'all gotta stop saying that.
How you gonna be the most offensive and nice? You're the most offensive.
No,
but you know what? Like I told y'all,
the nicest. Mustaki Highs is nice.
No, people allow me to do that.
Explain.
I'm not an asshole. Like you are offensive and you don't know it. I'm just only an asshole with people I don't really rock with.
Oh, second that.
You right.
Oh shit. You know, I'm not arguing.
But I think that's everybody in this group, though. I think that's everybody. Like, if we don't rock with you, we're not dealing with you, period.
Well, Joe just said
I really think Hootie is the because he's always on some fuck that shit. Like, that's Hootie's.
Hootie is a ventriloquist.
He's just fucking.
He's a comedian. Hootie a chameleon.
Yeah.
He is.
That nigga, he the nicest asshole. That's what he is.
I don't know what you mean, cuz. Explain.
You know what the nicest asshole is? That nigga nice, but he an asshole.
Hootie, you are very introverted.
You're an asshole to your friends, but you're nicer to strangers than you are to your friends.
Hell no. He's the same.
I just think
all the way across the board.
No, you ain't seen that boy in a different environment. We was on the rooftop. He was like, "Hey, yeah, voice change and everything." I was like, "Who is this?"
You got to put on that work.
You got Christopher and you got Hootie. That's what you said.
Yeah.
I don't know Christopher versus Hootie, guys. That might be the title. Christopher versus Hootie, guys.
I don't know Christopher. Ain't no Christopher.
Yeah, nigga, fuck that. Don't run with your name, nigga. But there's some other news, man. I don't know if y'all saw this. It's a great thing, so I definitely want to big it up. But then it's kind of sad when you think about it. But I was reading this article. It said Miami goes 7 weeks without a homicide for the first time since 1957. Did y'all see that?
I saw that.
That's great.
Yeah, it was just basically talking about the crime rates in cities nationwide has dropped, due to stay-at-home orders and people being indoors. But, they pinpointed Miami. We've seen Miami on First 48. We know everything that we've heard about Miami and seen about Miami. But to go 7 weeks with no homicide, man,
that's
pretty amazing for a place like Miami.
Pretty amazing, man.
That's crazy. That's
man, Birmingham, COVID ain't shut down nothing for these niggas killing each other.
Well, I saw the rates was down compared to what they normally would be.
Yeah. But we still see some crazy shit here. It's just
natural that would happen. Mm-hmm. Just like, man, another thing that I saw, I know we not huge into stuff like this, but you've been seeing those videos of animals and shit appearing in cities that they normally don't come into, like those big ass eagles flying around New York and shit. Squirrels taking back over parks and stuff. So it just kind of show you like how we kind of fuck up a lot of shit. Now I ain't gonna say fuck up.
Like I saw a picture of LA and they had the city, the downtown LA, and then behind that they had mountains with snow on it, and behind that they had the sun. They're like, we didn't even know there was mountains back there because they showed a picture now compared to October, November, and it just was small.
Yeah, it was smog. Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna tell you that's not what they're gonna leave behind, because day one them niggas gonna smog that bitch back up.
800 million cars on the road.
Back.
So I need to fill up my tank now, so when they open up, we ride.
But I wonder if shit like this is a reset. Like, does it change things like the global warming?
Well, I saw the scientists on there said like it's like if you overflow in a bathtub and the water on full blast, all you did was turn the water down some, but it's still overflowing. Like they basically saying the damage that we did is kind of hard to reverse it.
Is the Amazon still on fire?
I ain't seen anybody in a while.
You ain't gonna learn when you got, people, taking bleach and shit and all the different stuff that you got with that. You're not gonna hear that kind of story right now.
You got people out here real life drinking bleach. Fool.
Yeah.
That's crazy, fool. Like, I don't get why niggas don't understand their power of saying simple stuff like that is gonna have people doing that shit.
Right.
I don't know which one crazier though. The president or the person doing it.
Man, y'all, I be telling y'all all the time, man, you don't understand the power of words. And if you a person of power, like a leader of a country, you have immense power.
Somebody's gonna follow it.
Like I think sometimes we neglect how much common sense you may have, or how smart you may be, or things Sometimes people might look at the president, and when he say stuff they may think like,
that's
the president that we don't know. He might got top secret information that, you know what I'm saying? And they might try that shit. I mean, I think it's crazy, but that's my common sense telling me I'm not finna drink no bleach. But some people are desperate, man. They in bad situations and they don't want to get sick and they don't want to die, man, because we're seeing people die from this. So if you worrying about that, you might take that risk. It should never be said, though, because you should understand your power and you should guard your words because of your power. And that's what I tell us all the time here on the platform.
And this isn't the first time I've seen that drink bleach type stuff. Like, and just experiencing those situations, you know better. When you see better, you know better. Like, I want to say I was 9, 10, 11 in New Orleans, and people, they had some shit came out with people with AIDS. You drink people with AIDS, if you drink bleach, you'll get rid of it. Then a lot of people would drink that shit and they was dying from it.
They'll get rid of it, but they're going to die too.
Yeah, so, just experiencing those type of situations sometimes that some people in rural, wherever, never experienced, don't know right from wrong, I guess.
And in the 90s, it was stuff like, put a cap full in water for a drug test. I was like, y'all niggas is tripping.
Ty, what you being silly about? Silly head, nigga.
Bro, the shit says it on the bottle. Do not consume, bro. This shit says it on. I can go and get our bleach right now. I guarantee you that shit is on there. That shit is not meant for consumption.
Mm-hmm. Again,
so I can go get a beer and it say consume responsibly, and I don't do that. So.
Right. Don't drink and drive, but you do it, motherfucker. Right. We advocate to not drink and drive here on the Dummies Podcast. Do not operate a motor vehicle or any kind of vehicle under the influence of any substances.
Also, bleach. Don't drink that either.
But again, back to the magical point that was just said. Like, when you're something like the president, man, you have an immense power. You got classified information that nobody has access to. People may think that that's something to do, man. That's why blaming the people, it's easy to do that, but I still blame where the words came from. That's just me personally.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
Yes,
hey,
man.
But if nothing, besides being dangerous, that man is very entertaining. He must see TV.
I don't find that shit entertaining. I don't find it entertaining, me personally. Like,
now I'm like that now, Hootie. Like,
that shit ain't funny.
I laugh at stuff sometimes, but I'm laughing at how absurd it is more than I'm laughing for.
Like, I can't believe he said this. Yeah,
man, it's getting crazy.
But then I want to get, not get bad enough, but I just want people, like, you have to see this. I can't wait to see the numbers.
It's like bad enough. I don't know how much worse it can get for them to realize, or him to realize, take some shit serious, man. Like,
fool, I think at this point it's still a close. I don't know if he doesn't get reelected. Still, it's gonna be even if it's close.
It's gotta be. It's at this point. It gotta be impossible right now, man.
Did y'all
seriously, I'm with you on that.
I'm not gonna say impossible, but I don't know. I don't want to get all in that. But
he gonna figure something out.
Y'all, y'all was up on music this week. Y'all watched the rematch of Teddy and Babyface.
I actually tried, and the shit froze initially, and I stopped trying to get it. So no.
I watched it. I watched it on YouTube.
Them niggas say hook it up to your Apple TV and stream it to your phone and then double it up on your laptop. Like, man,
I watched it straight
out
live.
New phones, it only let so many people in it or something.
I watched it straight out live. Now, one thing I immediately took from it was dope. Shouts out to them for putting it together. It was like 565,000 people in there at one point, and they said over 3 million people attempted to get in that couldn't. They were watching it from other people's lives or on YouTube. Like Can't Get Right said he watched it. So it's definitely dope to see us be innovative, man, at a time like this and see two legends, man, go across. But having said that, man, Teddy, to me, got the floor white with him.
I wouldn't say the floor white with him, but
floor white.
He's the only one, but I don't think nobody else besides maybe R. Kelly or somebody could come closer than Teddy Riley did.
Floor white.
Or Michael Jackson. But I don't think nobody could beat him.
Babyface?
No, right. But you know what I'm saying? But again, I don't want to say winner or losers, but it was dope. But I think you got to see.
Did.
Yeah, he did get the flow white with him. But it's just like you know how like when you grow up, like one nigga still playing club.
Definitely lost.
When a nigga play club music and then another person play grown music, it's just a difference.
Right.
And that's what he was playing he was playing All I Want to Do Is Zoom Zoom, and then that nigga came on with like a live ass Tony Brown. You can't. You just
can you say it's preference? If you prefer,
it's definitely a subjective personal preference, but I'm talking about the power of the actual music. But like you said, that's subjective. It go down to personal preference. But I read a lot of shit, and I didn't see very many Teddys.
No, nobody said Teddy won. I didn't see that. I'm just saying it wasn't crazy amount that he
landslide.
won.
Yeah, man, it was definitely a landslide. It was a 5-6 song, man.
What it was, 20 rounds?
I tell you who.
I think it was about maybe I'd say 13-7.
13-7.
That's 6 songs, nigga.
That's 7 songs.
13-7?
Yeah, Teddy won 7 rounds.
Y'all niggas crazy. Elementary math.
Whatever the math is. 8, I can tell you who's going to be neck well. They may not be neck and neck.
No, out of 20, fool.
Mm-hmm.
It was 20 rounds. I'd say Teddy won 7 of them. Babyface won 13.
So he's saying he won by 6. He won 6 more.
Dummy.
Man, I was thinking like, am I tripping? And then
but to be fair, both of y'all was right. He did win 7 rounds, but he did win by 6 songs.
We got another one coming though. There's another one coming. Another person series is going to be between Diddy and Dr. Dre. That's what Diddy told.
Have they confirmed that though?
That's what I was just about to say. They haven't confirmed it yet, but Diddy did say on I want to say Fat Joe's.
Dr. Dre not getting into that, man.
Dre said he wasn't doing it.
Dr. Dre ain't put out an album in 18 years because he don't want to be heard from y'all. Y'all think he about to put out?
I just don't.
If it goes back to what he produced,
I just don't think they about to do that for free. It's gonna have to be on somebody's network. I'm gonna get the big bucks for it. Why not?
Exactly, and that's probably what they're trying to do, and that's what they're probably trying to come up with. But Diddy did say it's in the works, and if it's to come about,
I just think Diddy
happens.
Diddy way more of a showman.
Dre.
No, I'm not paying for it. I'm not.
No, hell no, no pay for it. No,
because I'm gonna watch it on YouTube if I really want. Right. I don't care to watch me. Eventually, everything goes on YouTube.
Yeah, but they can block it and take that shit down. Just like when Drake's song first leaked that first day, if you don't go in the first hour, that bitch gonna be gone off YouTube.
Until now.
They got people to get that shit off of there. The only reason I'm saying I'm not paying for it because you're gonna give me music that I've heard. Like Teddy and goddamn Babyface didn't play me nothing that I didn't hear before.
Right.
So you see what I'm saying? I pay to watch Mayweather fight because he's fighting somebody new and anything can happen. I know what the fuck finna happen during this battle. You're finna play songs that I've already heard all my life. You're gonna play Gin and Juice. You're gonna play Juicy. Like I can play that right now.
I mean,
we can do that right now.
I mean, I think they should do YouTube.
I got Dre.
I got Dre.
Listen, I personally like Dre. music and style better, but I got Diddy. Diddy is a showman. So like it's more set up for Diddy. Like that's his, he knows how to do that. Like that's what he does.
Like Teddy Riley?
Huh?
Like Teddy Riley was the showman?
Teddy Riley way more stupid than Diddy. Have bands and shit. I guarantee that won't happen to Diddy. Promise you.
Yeah, he's a walking party. You can put that on Diddy, but I got Dre. I got to go Dre.
I think you put Dr. Dre in a studio, let him play his song and pick his songs. I think he's going to be a showman as well. Now, he's not going to like Diddy, but I think he'll put on the show. But, just like what that was on, it came on HBO or something like that, and they were showing Dre actually in the studios, and just seeing him in the studio to me was a show.
Dre, like I said, I love Dre better, so don't put me on the side of defending Diddy. But I just think because of Diddy's showmanship, that's what's going to win.
I wonder if Dre wouldn't play some stuff because of personal beefs he had with the artist later. Like some of that NWA, some of that Tupac stuff.
He's gonna play that shit because I produced it. That's still my music.
That's still his music.
And even if he didn't, he still got a whole lot to play.
That nigga catalog long as fuck.
But see, I don't think that's fair because like, where does Diddy stop? Is it just what he produced? Is everything on Bad Boy? Like,
is everything that they produced was part of?
And maybe something he rapped on. Like,
but what happens
with a battle like that? You can't limit them.
Correct.
If I was on the phone,
correct me if I'm wrong. What does Dre do if Diddy go into that R&B shit? Like because he got R&B shit.
Dre don't have R&B.
He didn't have a whole lot of R&B. He had like, I want to say did he produce some of Michelle A shit, the little squeaky voice lady? But that shit,
he did. But I don't think you have to go R&B either. Like if he plays some R&B and I play a hard ass Kendrick Lamar song, so what? You pick Tony Braxton, nigga.
That's what happened. Okay, so going back to
pool your ass to death.
But going back to the Teddy Riley and Babyface, we saw that shit backfire because Teddy played some club shit that was live as fuck, and Babyface came with some soft ass, but hard ass R&B tunes that you couldn't just like. I think that's
my preference. Would you say an even match would be Timbaland and Diddy? Because I think his beats are more up tempo too.
No way.
Timbaland versus Diddy.
Diddy mollywops Timbaland.
Nah, I ain't gonna say that either.
Say that right. What about Pharrell and Diddy?
Nah,
Pharrell and then that opens up more windows because Pharrell have a wide range of music. It's not just R&B and rap.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what you're saying. Like you go into the genre, Pharrell
and it's preference. And
the reason why I don't think that shit works is because you also gotta pick these matchups based on positions. Diddy and fucking Dre are quarterbacks. You can't put him in there with a running back. You know what I'm saying? Like, or you can't put a point guard versus the power forward. Like, you know. It ain't. It's like you can't put Shaq versus Steph. Like
with the new information that we have, about Kanye being that new billionaire, do y'all put a Kanye in there against any of them boys?
Now I would love to see Kanye in there against like them names you said, like a Timbaland or a Pharrell or something. That would be dope.
I would love to see. I would love to hear Kanye versus with Kanye, but not Kanye doing it because he's gonna pick the dumb shit. Like he's not gonna pick,
some artistic shit.
He's gonna be artistic. Like the song you heard twice.
Yeah. Crazy fuck for listening to Kanye after Blood on the Lead.
I like that song.
Yeah, that's one of the best songs on there.
I like that song.
That song. Because what he was talking about was like what like people getting raped in the music industry. That was a dope little song.
Mm-hmm.
You got to listen, man.
As weird as Kanye is, man, I like Kanye, man. Kanye got a lot of shit.
Your album's garbage. I heard your shit, man. I listened to it. Now it's in the trash can. That shit suck, nigga. Y'all heard Jesus. But we talking about battles, man, which made us, because sometimes Southern hip hop is not represented the way that it should still. Now, don't get me wrong, they running it, but I'm talking about some of these verses and shit. So we saw a lot of people talking about Birdman versus Master P. Where y'all at? I got a list of some that I'm gonna go, but that's my first one, Birdman, Master P.
The only thing about that, we've already heard it in a verses with Manny.
The reason why I'm going Birdman because Birdman is still going.
I'm gonna go.
I don't hear none of that new shit.
You going with P?
Birdman?
I'm gonna go with P.
You don't want to hear nothing from Birdman?
Wait, are we talking about the verses, right?
Yeah, nigga, it's your shit. Old, new.
All right, P. I gotta go P, man.
I got to right?
Hey man, do you not realize P ain't put no music out the last 10 years?
Hey, we ain't talking about that shit, man. If I'm talking about the old shit, I'm talking
your top 20, goddamn. So
I think it's Birdman close because we think it's doing Cash Money versus No Limit, right?
I don't think it's no.
That's basically what we're doing, Joe. That's basically what we're doing.
Stop. Listen, guys, we're not, because if you're saying Birdman still does have ties with Drake and Nicki and New Wayne's and. Come on, guys. Like the last 10 years, P has been nowhere. Like, I get it. If we're just gonna do a 5 to 10 year
that nigga might hurt P just off 400 degrees.
Yeah,
the old Cash Money alone, man. It's just
that's what I'm going off. I ain't putting Drake and Nicki and them in that shit, man, with Birdman. Man.
So even if you get rid of them, you mean you really think P can stand up against old Cash Money, man?
Oh man.
No, all on you, volume 1, volume 2, the big timers, hot boys, how you love
close,
that.
Well, the thing is,
it's damn close, bro.
We would score a lot different than the Nation would score. I think the Nation.
I'm talking about Southern. Fuck the Nation right now.
Okay.
Well, I love the Nation. Thank y'all to all our listeners all across. We're talking about Southern shit because we don't be seeing a lot of platforms talking about Southern the way we
Cash Money wins, but No Limit had bigger hits.
Give me Cash Money. Give me some big No Limit hits. Other than I'm about it and nah.
Make them say
nah.
Oh shit!
Man, think about it, man. Think about it. I know it stands Southern, but think about it.
G's, that shit there.
Shut up, Todd. Think about from the How remix going forward.
You talking about fall? We ain't talking about that shit. Now you shut the fuck up, bro. We ain't talking about the new shit, bro. You just said we ain't talking about the new shit.
It's new.
I'm talking. You said going forward, nigga. We ain't going that far. You said
from shit. You so
go
busy.
Back from All right, you said go back from her. But Stock said, "Goddamn, what you said?" Stock
who said go back from? Why would you go back from her? If that's when Cash Money became Cash Money?
Because we just said Master P ain't got no new shit. We can't go off Master P with
that's
new
not
shit.
new, Todd.
How you do that there?
Y'all niggas crazy.
That nigga had to look it up.
Hootie who?
That nigga had to look it up.
Man.
I ain't gotta look it up. So if
wobble. Yep.
Okay.
Her say we can't go past 400 degrees, basically.
No. We can go. Let's
no,
see.
Nigga. I just said fuck that.
Last hot
okay. Okay, like we talking over each other. Now stop and listen. When I just said from How remix going forward, you say no, we can't do that. You just said that.
Okay.
And I said, why would we do that if that's when Cash Money started really becoming Cash Money, nigga?
Okay, so let me reiterate again what I said. We ain't putting Drake and Nicki and them all in this shit. That's where I'm gonna stop at. We ain't going and we ain't going that far. We gonna stop at the hot bars and shit, and we gonna that's where we gonna stay. All right.
And you can't get right. Just rattled off some nice No Limit songs. Let me do this. 400 Degrees.
Mm-hmm.
Millionaire's Dream.
Mm-hmm. Big Timers.
What happened when Block is Hot? Come on.
Break them off something.
50 Shots.
Set it off and it's
Cutlass Monte Carlos and Regals.
Man.
War Wounds. Man. Everybody got exposure to tell you.
Bling, nigga. Bling.
We got
Need a hot girl. Come on, man. Y'all gotta stop, man.
No, let me get a hot boy. I need a No, let me get a hot boy too.
Hey, hold on. This is for the 9/9/2000, nigga. It's nothing bigger than the 9/9. Nothing's bigger than the 9/9/2000. Not one song you can. I'm away from one song.
Oh no, you got to throw that round. You just got to throw that round. When he play that, you just got to
We'll argue all day about that one, but I got some more. Young Jeezy versus Rick Ross.
Bro, I just want to watch.
Nah, nigga, that ain't how this work.
I'm going Ross.
They doing 20 songs. They're doing 20 songs. That's what we basing this on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going Ross.
It's hard for me to limit that shit. I'm just taking careers for what they are. I'm going Ross for the simple fact that the last 4 or 5 Jeezy projects, even though I've been like they're okay, most people like they've been shit water. And you can't name one Ross project that you've been like this shit water.
No, you can't. But Trap or Die gonna be hard to mess with.
So that's why I'm gonna play Teflon Don.
I mean, you ain't gonna play the whole album. I'm talking about that got hits on it.
You not gonna play the whole album.
No. Ross doesn't have. No, Ross doesn't have an album with more hits on it than Trap or Die. He doesn't.
Teflon Don.
No, that doesn't have more hits on it.
Hey, man.
What hit you got?
That was like radio hits, fool. That's at least 10, 12 songs.
No, they was not radio hits. They were club bangers. I'll tell you that.
Same thing.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing, because when you say that, Ross actually may have more hits on Teflon Don.
No.
Maybe Jeezy was jamming. Jeezy maybe was jamming in the clubs more, but the radio wise, Ross probably had more.
Yeah, I remember going to the club and they played the whole Jeezy album. Yes.
I remember
Teflon Don. Great body of work, don't get me wrong, but yes, you can play the whole Jeezy album in a club.
Hey, guys, I remember
even the slow song with the.
I remember that. I remember that, and I agree. I agree with what y'all saying with the Jeezy, but in a battle. Sorry, you can't do that. That means I get to respond to whatever you're saying. So, like, yes, Jeezy, nobody came in harder than Jeezy ever, to me, my opinion. The way he came in, them first, like from the time you first heard of him to the time, nobody did that. But now when I get to answer your damn songs, I just got Ross.
That'll take strategy, though. That one is so close. It's going to be who going first at what time. And, if you're going round by round and scoring it, that's going to take strategy.
When I got a feeling that my money be the root come on, that shit just come on different.
It's just better songs, man. Like, Jesus is dope and he's good for the club, but just better songs. Ross is a song making ass nigga.
And I hate that I had to pick Ross, but I got Ross. I know what Dez got. He gonna go Jeezy. I just know Dez. Yeah, you did tell.
That nigga don't know how to put words together like that.
So y'all said that. All right, let me get T.I. versus Wayne.
I'm a Wayne fan. I got Wayne bias.
Nobody, you can say Wayne versus Michael Jackson and Beyonce.
Hey, I understand. I got Wayne, but let's not ride T.I. off like that early T.I. song for song.
Trap music. I think it's trap music, but anything else is Wayne.
Yeah, but no, because you know he can play the Rubber Band Man or something like that. I'm not saying. I'm just saying song for song. We talking about 20. You don't think T.I. can bring 20 big bad wolves to the goddamn fight?
But he can. Yeah, but not gonna match up to that Wayne shit.
Yeah, well,
and that may be our bias, but
hold on. Let me preference Wayne too by saying we can't let Wayne pick the song.
Oh no.
At all. Well, if he had listening to his new radio station, if he had anything to do with picking those songs, he picked some good ones.
Yeah, he could just go off mixtape.
Yeah, he was. He did. But let's not let him pick them. Okay.
But the only thing,
so with Wayne, can you bring in mixtape songs?
You can, but I think that hurts him.
You can't.
That hurts him.
I don't know. Some of my favorites are mixtape songs.
Yes, but like when you can't play a mixtape song when T.I. go Rubber Band Man, you know what I'm saying? Like his hits like that.
Like you can't play that. And I disagree whatever you like. You know what
I feel like Wayne's "I Feel Like Dying" song is one of the best songs that man ever made.
Okay,
that's just amazing, and I feel like he can put that up against a T.I. album.
He better not bring that in the battle.
I'm with you, can't get right. I get what you saying, Hootie. Like it is one of the best songs, but I think if you got all of these different people judging it and looking at it, they're not gonna.
Well, when I say I get it, but like you said, this is a Southern thing. It's a bias thing. For me, this is my preference.
That's true. And if you put it back to Southern, let me bring my shit back. You right?
Yeah, man. Fuck all them other people. I ain't even looking at it like that.
UGK 8 Ball and MJG.
UGK.
8 Ball and JG.
UGK.
Simply because that's who I listen to the most.
UGK by landslide.
I don't think it's a landslide.
Ball and G is a
motherfucker. You can't call it a landslide, man. Don't do them like that.
Come on,
now you can pick UGK. I know you're a big UGK fan, but taking your bias away from it, you can't call that a landslide. Because when Mr. Big come on,
yeah, that's a win for them.
Yeah.
Does Pimp C album count for them?
Armed Robbery come on?
I know you strapped.
I'm just saying, it's got your homeboy girlfriend. Come on, like they got some shit. But
no, you can't.
Space age pimping, you can't.
Murder.
Yes, nigga. I'm with you, but I'm just saying, don't say landslide. That's all I'm talking about.
15-5.
No, man.
15-5. Yes, wow. Fool.
That's a landslide, but I don't know because I stay away from it. I wasn't the hugest.
If you can add Pimp C solo album, I don't know how you preference that. So that's about 3-4 hits.
I actually like Bun B solo album better. It was more.
And can you add that? What was it? Bro?
You have to be able to if you're gonna add Pimp C solo.
Yeah, and I don't think. Yeah, they never did solo albums, did they? 8 Ball.
Yeah.
In the middle of the night, we can do it so right. We can feel that's a MJG. But
is that more newer type? Like not newer, but more recent? Should I say?
I'm trying to look it up on the Slack. The computer not working that good up there.
Oh no, I'm reading your text message.
Shit, man. Speaking of Birdman, we talking about battles. We still on music. Did y'all see Birdman offers to pay May rent for the residents in Uptown New Orleans?
No. By the time they pay somebody.
I hate to bring somebody else up there, but I'm gonna do it. I don't give a fuck. Wayne, that nigga's stupid. Wayne also he on the radio show he was interviewing the mayor, Miss Cantrell, just giving her big ups for being the first Black female mayor of New Orleans, and just letting her know his nonprofit donated $200,000 to the city to help out with shit like that too.
Yeah, for meals or something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I think that's pretty dope, man. And just seeing people like that from that city, just giving back and putting back into the city, man. Because people need that shit nowadays. Like we said, we know that we are in a situation where we're still able to work and still able to pay bills and things, but it's some people who ain't getting shit, man. Right. I hadn't got shit yet. So
and it's crazy too because you still got like mortgage people, bills collectors. Them niggas calling. Them niggas ain't going nowhere. Like I know people who still having to pay those bills. Everybody didn't subscribe to that 60 days, this, that, and the third. And like people were saying, what's my man, the dude with the New York accent that went off? Vic, what's his name? That y'all put in the group.
But I know who you're talking about.
The white guy who with the thick ass. Yeah, but it is like, it's so crazy because like you go talk to these mortgage companies. I know people who dealt with them and they like, oh, well, we'll give you 60 days to defer it, but it'll be due in June. So if somebody ain't working, like they won't come straight out and say, man, you automatically approve, we moving it. So it's like, it's kind of sick. It's kind of sad, man, in the sense that you won't go ahead and tell people. So like, if I've been out of work for April and May, what the fuck make you think I got money to pay you in June, man?
For 3 months.
For 3 months. And I just asked you to excuse me the last 60 days. That's some silly shit that these companies be pulling, man.
Yep.
I asked for a break for 2, you make me pay 3. What the fuck?
That's crazy. But I definitely want to highlight, Birdman for that. That was dope.
Shouts out to the Bird.
I hope everything goes smooth with that. So shouts out to him.
Y'all think Birdman worth $1 billion?
No.
More money than that's actually being posted compared to these
I think a lot of them niggas are worth. Well, I can't say they worth more than what they posting because a lot of times them Forbes don't. That ain't like Ken Get Right said one of these times. That's not money that they have in their pocket. That's just if I liquefied all of this or I sold all of these assets and stuff like that, I'm now worth this. Just like I was looking at one count of your net worth. Like if you got a $200,000 life insurance policy, that's how much you worth, $200,000-$300,000. So, but that don't mean you had that in your pocket. I got to die to get that shit. Right. So I'll say some of these people aren't what they say they are, but I think there's some people that probably got a little bit more, especially when you're dealing with cash business.
I think when they broke down Kanye, they said he had like 17 million in the bank or something. Ain't no chump change, don't get me wrong, but the rest of that is his stock in Adidas and what all that. Just, what you worth.
Stuff you ain't finna take out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But 17 million in the bank, hey.
Yeah.
Nigga, I got $500 in the bank, I'm worth $500.
Hey, you probably got a lucrative life insurance policy too, so you are worth that policy. Mm-hmm. So y'all saw Lil Flip back, man. He the freestyle king. He said he glad that he brought it back to y'all, man. Y'all needed him.
Go back away.
man.
I ain't see it, but go back away.
Hey man, I'm never gonna talk bad about Lil Flip. So
why not? He killed your favorite rapper at a point in time. Well, not.
One of my favorite rappers killed him.
T.I.
Yes. But man, he used to love Flip. Like Flip got me on that freestyle. He was way before Wayne. Now Wayne took it to a different level, but people forget when Lil Flip was the man with mixtapes. So y'all,
but the only problem about him is he came in rapping like he left. The same flow. Now one of them was live, but then he had went live on whatchamacallit, like over the weekend. He had went live, and I said, "Oh no, Flip, you tripped."
He's still in the 99 2000.
Yeah, he was tripping. Yeah, I just want the fuck.
He's still going back to the Kappa.
Right.
Right.
Might as well become one.
Hey, dummies. I got a question for you, all right?
Of course you do.
No, the fuck you ain't say that. Not you.
There you go, Todd.
Get that nigga Todd.
But no, serious question. Have you ever put a date or a timetable on when a girl was to give you, when you were to give a girl head or when she was to give you head?
You need to give me head within 4 months?
Like a
head demand?
How many dates and how many, did you know, all right.
Date 6, I need head.
You know, you would, like, it depends on the chick, of course. If you knew the first night, if you was going to give her head.
If I was going to do it?
You giving first night head?
I'm asking you that.
You a sick individual. God damn.
Hey, man, it probably depends on the person, man, what you're doing.
It depends on the person.
I can't really say.
Tell me, y'all have a timetable. That's basically the question that I asked. You have a timetable.
I've never had a timetable on that.
No, it wasn't a timetable. It was the girl.
Well, it's definitely not a timetable, but it's definitely not first night either.
Well, it's a timetable then. Who the hell?
It's not. It's just never.
No, it's the girl.
Well, what if you've been talking to her for a while, and then the first time you get to try it, but you've been talking to her for a minute, so you can't say first night.
I can. I can. I don't know what you Shit. I have no first night heads, okay?
All right, well, what about the girl? Like, is it a requirement for you to get head on the first night? Like the first crush, is it a requirement for you to get head first time?
For me, it's not, because sometimes I just be happy to be crushing the first time.
Yeah, the first time. You have to make it the man. The first time.
That what Roderick should have said. Secure the box.
Right. Yeah. Let me secure this box first. Then I'll go pay.
Let me see if I got the right. You think I'm finna mess up getting the box for the? You gotta secure the box first.
As many times as a nigga said, just let me put the tip in, niggas. No, I'm let the tip. Let me give it. I'm good to go.
But how many times have you ate that thing to get it though? That's what I'm saying. Think about that.
First, that's what I'm saying. Like first, I crush first.
I've never
ate wing and not got head.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Think about how many times that you have did that to go ahead and get an opportunity to crush though.
Yeah, just tell us you ate the wing and ain't crush.
Yeah. She left you one.
Just tell us, man.
I just want to taste it here.
I just want to
Nah, I mean, I kind of consider that like buying a girl a drink to talk to her. Like, no, I'm already been a got you before I do that.
Fool, and when you think about it, like we've talked about this many times, we just really recently. Well, we just really recently started buying girls drinks or taking them out to eat. So, let alone eating a box on the first try.
No. But you know what? This is a new age, though. This is a new age. I don't know what these kids doing nowadays.
Y'all ever been claimed before? Like a chick was going around claiming you and like saying it was more than what it was?
In college?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, like this bitch lying.
I remember one time I went to an event and the whole family was like, "I'm so excited for y'all!" Like, what the fuck are we excited for? Like, I'm trying to figure out what we excited for. I just knew this would be a great relationship.
You up there looking like I just had nothing to do today.
Put you in that bill. Made you a boyfriend. I ain't want that title just yet.
I knew I wanted to ask y'all something. I was watching Insecure, right? Any of y'all watch that, by the way?
We all do, I think.
I do.
Yeah, I know I do.
You don't, Hootie? Mm-mm. Okay. Well, Insecure, the dude, his ex-girlfriend is cool with his new chick that he talking to.
No
Would
way
that
that's
bother
possible.
y'all?
Yes. No way that's possible.
Would that bother you?
I wouldn't say it would bother me, but no way that's possible.
I was like hanging out cool.
Okay, nigga, we saying it's possible. Would that bother you?
Like hang out cool or just speaking
me
cool?
at all.
No, like good friends cool.
Nah, y'all can't hang out like that.
It has nothing to do with it.
Okay, let me add some more context to it. They're hanging out, but nothing, and they've even had conversations about you, and you know that they have because your new work and came and told you. Mm-hmm. But it's not stopping your new work from doing what she's doing with you. Like she's still very much into you.
Right. Do you think that's gonna last? Do you think that's gonna continue to last? Like, let's say
that. You the question too.
I know. I get it. I say no because I'm just gonna see into the future of Insecure. They're gonna end up beefing about him. I think.
Yeah, that's just not.
But what about you? I'm asking you. Would you be mad?
I wouldn't like it because if they're beefing, she's gonna bring that back to me, and I don't want to hear that shit.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna see the headache waiting to happen and kill that shit.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna argue, and then more than likely, him and his new girl is gonna break up because of some shit that.
Because it has nothing to do with him, though. That's what I'm saying. It would have nothing to do with you, me, Stock, or Joe. It'd just be their relationship.
Going to Can't Get Right point, I will say, like, hey, man, long term, I don't think that this is a good idea, but I'm not gonna be mad because on the show, the nigga was kind of like he didn't really like it, and so he pulled up on the ex to go tell the ex to like. Hey, stop talking about me with her.
And then now you can't tell your current that you went and talked to your ex and just be like, chill out. Because then, what else y'all do? I saw in the middle of the street and said, chill out.
It's not for me. It's not about caring. I just don't
be too buddy. I
don't think it's worth
ideas.
Hey.
Well, why don't we all be friends?
Hey, Issa, bring them shoulders over here.
One big happy family.
Yeah, I think it's so stupid. Sports. We finally got a little action this week in sports. The draft finally happened, man. What y'all take away from the draft, man? I know everybody sometimes got specific teams.
Tigers.
Cowboys win the Super Bowl.
Well, you can't say that yet. Y'all ain't even signed Dak yet, so you can't say that yet.
Man, we gonna get signed. He gonna franchise.
You can't say that.
He signed the franchise tender? He signed it, didn't he?
He may not play for the franchise. Right. He might do Le'Veon Bell.
Right.
He too corny. I think he gonna play for it.
I don't know, man. He driving a hard line, and I was reading something. They said one of the reasons that he driving a hard line is the cap about to get ready to change. So if he signed right now, everybody instantly finna make a whole lot of money the next year. So that's why he driving for such a hard dollar value.
So wouldn't it be smarter in that instance to sign
no? Because what if you get hurt on that franchise tag? Right. Then what happened?
Man, that franchise.
That's what Le'Veon Bell did.
Yeah, that franchise can hold you for about 2-3 years, can't it?
Yeah,
I thought it was 3 years.
That's like 3 years. They
it's like 3.
But that shit go up way. It goes like more than the regular salary too.
Yeah, but you get hurt. I think it's better to secure your guaranteed and secure your money than play on that franchise. Right. Because honestly, after the way Dallas drafted, they did a good draft. I think it just gave Dak more leverage. You just got good receivers. You got some defensive play. You addressed all your needs. The Cowboys right now, if Dak come back, are They have potential to be Super Bowl champs. Now, will they win it? I don't know. But without Dak, if you're not going to go get a Cam, and we just saw Jameis just went to New Orleans, so it ain't too many vets that can step in and be ready right now. Without that, you fucked, I think. So he got a little bit more leverage now to me.
Man, I think the longer, especially Cam, I wouldn't mind. I think Cam a better quarterback than that.
Hey, I could see, I could see them maybe signing Cam for 20-25.
You could keep on trying to drive that hard bargain. Somebody like Cam gonna step in there on him.
Yeah,
Cam will be deadly with them people, and we know Jared Jones. That might be what he trying to like work on. Like, what's Cam number? But see, they can't work Cam out right now, and I think that's part of Cam problem too.
Yeah, they can't see if he healthy or not. If you Jerry, who you take, Cam or that?
If you gave me the option, I would take Cam. Well, healthy. A healthy Cam, and I know he's 100%. Give me Cam. Over Dak? Hell yeah,
man, they built that team around him. Like, y'all remember that Mississippi State? He wasn't amazing.
Yeah, well.
So, Dak at Mississippi State, they gave him the best line, the best running back.
That pretty much killed that Mississippi State. I don't know what else
he was pretty good. Like, man, he tore LSU up too.
Man, he wasn't Cam. He wasn't Cam though.
No, he wasn't Cam. Not in college. No. It is. But if you put him at Florida, he may be a different Dak. You never know. In college, I think he was a better passer. Overall, I think that Cam is a better athlete player. I would love to see Cam there, but as a quarterback, me personally, I think that Dak is the better fit for that team.
He always got to remind a nigga he played quarterback. Okay, Hootie, how many touchdowns you had?
Who said anything about me playing quarterback?
Wait a minute.
That's what you said, as a quarterback.
I'm talking about as a quarterback, meaning Cam compared to Dak. As a quarterback,
you think Dak is a better thrower than Cam?
I think so. I think Cam has a stronger arm, but just a better pure passer.
I think Cam is more accurate than Dak.
I think Dak is inaccurate. Yeah.
I think that's what hurts Cam more so is his inaccuracies. Me personally.
I'm taking Cam over Dak any day, period. I think Cam can fit into Dallas' system. It's not it's a.
Do they still have the same system? No, they have a different system. Maybe. They have a Mike Marks system. Think of a Green Bay system.
Exactly, and I don't think Dak is more fitted for that system than Cam.
I do.
I don't. Not for that.
I think you have to be a better thrower than runner.
And that's why we disagree, because I think Cam is more accurate than Dak.
Then we can agree to disagree. But I think when you look at
I was just saying that's where we
based off numbers wise, percentage wise, Dak's a better passer, percentage wise, which means accuracy.
This year, this past season, that's what you're going for?
As a whole, they're like Dak has always had a real good completion percentage.
Yeah.
That's your accuracy, really. That's basically what your accuracy is based on.
Yeah, he doesn't make mistakes. He checks down a lot. But he never pulls that trigger on the deep ball.
Man, remember against the good teams, that nigga went to sleep.
Yeah. Because you got to make a play.
The Giants. Because the Giants.
Sometimes the quarterback has to make a play. And he never is the guy to just
conservative as fuck.
Yeah. He gonna check down the safe play.
But I still say Dallas better sign his ass back. Or if they don't go sign him back, they better go get a great veteran. And it's not too many out there but Cam.
Don't sign him. Jason Garrett's the quarterback.
I think Jerry Jones knows he can plug and play somebody. Like
those days are
just do
over,
amazing, fool.
You do that, you're Jacoby Brissett in Indianapolis.
You only got one person you can plug and play.
And you're
who else
7
you gonna
and 9
plug and play other than Cam? You can't name one other name right now.
No more Jameis.
What about
I'd love to see Jameis.
Who played for the Saints? Who played for the Saints last year?
Bridgewater.
He in Carolina.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't want Jameis. No, I don't want Jameis.
Did y'all see?
Why you want Jameis?
I do. No. No.
I think I take a Jameis. I take a shot at a Jameis. I think that right now you not over that, but it's hard because the man had 5,000 yards. Yes, he had 30 interceptions.
I would take Jameis over Dak, especially in the
too. Man, that nigga had no line, Hootie. He had no line. He running for his life.
I get it. Yeah. And if they don't fix it, Tom Brady, it's a place for him.
I get it. But then I also look at it like it was a lot of times that Jameis just made a bad play. A lot of times. A lot of bad pick sixes. I can't have no line, but sometimes
can I point something out about some of his bad throws? I think just like Favre, some of his bad throws are what makes him good. Yeah, they're not scared to throw into any window. And so when you be like, oh my God, that's an amazing throw. It's the same shit. They be like, that was a dumbass throw.
It's the same throw.
Yeah, and I think that he never really got a solid system. I think he didn't have the best line. He definitely had some weapons on the outside, but
he ain't got time.
I think in New Orleans is a good place for where he ended up going. And I could see Dallas would have been a good place for him, but I mean, he gone now. So, but
and I knew him going to New Orleans. I wonder if that helps or hurts because with them paying Taysom Hill that amount of money, I wonder if something happens to Drew, he's getting $10 million. You got to play him.
I think no. I think you signed Taysom. I think you signed Taysom to do what he does.
He's not going to be
Jameis still in there. Let Taysom play fullback, quarterback, place kicker, long snapper. Let him do all the shit that he do.
And if Drew goes down, it's Jameis.
No doubt.
I think so.
No doubt.
It depends. Let me say this. It depends on what happens this summer, how early they can get to camp, if they even get to camp, how early in the season that he go down. But I think that's why they got, like, why would you sign? They didn't sign Jameis Winston, my nigga, to not be the backup or the heir apparent to Drew Brees.
Right.
Like you just don't do that and then turn around and pay Taysom.
Hard.
I think they paid Taysom for his athletic ability.
That's when it becomes hard when you say that, and then you say, well, why pay him $20 million or $10 million a year if he's not the backup? And I get it. The yes, from his athletic standpoint to do all of these different things, but then also his main job is quarterback.
Yeah, I get it. But I don't.
He can't be on that roster and not be number 2, period. Taysom Hill, he's not going to be number 2 quarterback on the roster.
That's how we think. But organizations,
think about it. It's the same thing. Bridgewater, who was the backup quarterback last year?
Bridgewater.
Right. So you think
he was
a real quarterback?
It's different, man. Like, y'all, you got
Jameis is not a real quarterback, King Greg?
I thought you were saying Hill. I thought you was making a point for Hill.
Right. My point was Hill was the same person he is. He's there now with another quarterback.
They're not going to make him anything else than what he is.
He wasn't even the backup last year. So what makes you think he's going to be the backup over Jameis? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, he came
$10 million. Like, I get it. Like, we all know that money makes a difference. Like, when they're paying you that big dollar, they're going to want you to earn that big dollar.
I totally agree, but I think that they paid him for something different.
Other stuff he do.
Right.
He's working besides quarterback.
He be returning kicks and shit, man. But no, I want to stay there forever, man. Did y'all see with the draft, man? Did y'all notice all them niggas with they draft time girlfriends?
Draft time girlfriend, part time.
Hey, that shit reminded me. We said it in the group. That shit reminded me of college. You know how when you get to college, everybody got that girlfriend, like everybody got that home team. Like goddamn October, don't nobody got a girlfriend. So I say by the third game, all them hoes gonna be gone.
Hey, I got a question.
When they signed the contract,
camp.
They ain't making mini camp. Special old girl on the sofa.
I'm glad. CD Lamb had to take the phone from.
She already gone. She out of there.
Her and the mama had to pull her away.
Had to snatch up.
I got a question about that. Speaking of that freshman year, how long did y'all last? Did y'all last very long y'all freshman year with y'all hometown girlfriend?
Yeah, but I cheated like mother. I lasted a long time, but did I do the right goddamn thing? I'm sorry. That might have been breaking news, but shit, that's how I survived.
She was sick of my shit by Christmas.
I got cheated on too, I think. I ain't get beat up though.
She was in school too.
You beat up though.
I didn't get I was a dirt bag. Hey, yeah, I lasted. Yeah, we went a long time, but shit.
But I cheated though.
She didn't see my first game, actually. She didn't see me suit up. I redshirted my freshman year, so she didn't even see me suit up, so it didn't last long.
But I'm just like, it wasn't no first time. It wasn't, I was asleep. That's how you, man, hell no. Because how many times you dealt with a chick that had a boyfriend and you knocking her boots loose?
How many times were y'all asleep at 10 o'clock on a Friday night? Well, it's Friday. I was sleeping on Friday since Saturday. I was sleeping.
I was sleeping. I was sleep up in it.
Yep. On that twin size bed. Boy.
Just put that bitch to work.
Boy, hey,
you gotta go home. No, ma'am.
That was the beauty of that bed.
Yes, you got to go home.
I didn't have to with food.
But speaking of it, one of them chicks, man, on that draft shit, man, she was damn, was it CD? It was somebody whose name was taking a little long. She looked like she had left that nigga already. Old late draft pick having ass nigga. Damn, fuck that. I didn't come here for you to go late.
I'm trying to be top 10 too, nigga.
She got the fuck out of.
But man, speaking of draft, shout out to my Tigers, man. We set a record. Well, tied a record of most players being drafted with 14 and the most in the SEC history. Over 14 players being drafted. So shout out to my Tigers.
Hey, question, and I'm not trying to be funny because that's a definite dope for LSU. Because I saw over the first 2 rounds, it was like 9 of them niggas already off the board. But you say it's a record for
they tied the record overall. Yeah, tied the record overall, but the most in SEC history. So I wonder who we tied with. It's got to be probably Florida State, Miami. maybe Miami.
I don't know what the ESPN come up with so much shit. But you remember Florida State? We had we broke the record for most draft pick, like for a team, like that whole, like the overall team. So maybe over a year, 2 or 3 years, that whole team got drafted. So the offense and the defense.
Who y'all had 14 players?
14, my G. 14. But shout out to Statement too, man. And he's the only coach to have a player drafted at all 22 positions.
That's live.
And it might be 23 because no, it was in the first round. My bad. It was in the first round. I was about to say 23 because it's kicker as well. Shit.
Yeah, I was finna say he had a kicker drafted in the first round.
Yeah, not first round. Not first round, but he was early, like second or third.
That last kicker that they had was the truth. They gonna miss him. And he was young. That's the little boy from Hoover, ain't it?
I believe so.
Yeah. He gotta still be there. I would think he got drafted.
Who just said he got drafted?
Well, I'm saying he had a kicker drafted prior, like early.
Oh, yeah,
like a couple of years ago. But he had 22. He the only nigga got all 22 players drafted in the first round.
They said that that virtual draft shit they said was the most watched in history or something like that.
Hell yeah, we ain't got shit else to do.
Right, I was just about to say which I can understand that.
Goodell was like, nah, nigga, I missed the chest bumps. I missed the handshakes and daps and all of that.
That nigga said I missed the boom.
We were just saying.
Honestly, like shit like that getting booed. You know what I'm saying? People look at it like, oh man, you getting booed. But I can see why you would miss that shit. Like that's part of it. That make it fun and shit.
Boo me and they'll pay me $10 million a year.
Exactly. Boo me because I did something. You know what I'm saying?
I'm still on TV and I'm still Goodell getting $99 million.
You're booing me because I'm introducing a first round draft pick and you're booing me? I'll take it.
Well, they just don't like him because he's the commissioner. So it's just like the manager or the motherfucking principal. Like, man, get your ass on. You you ain't fuzz.
Who do y'all think won the draft? Like non-biased. Who won the draft?
I can't say, man. Honestly, I was watching this draft. I was watching this draft, and I said, "Man, this might have been one of the better talented drafts that I can remember in a while." Like everybody picked. Like normally, when people pick people, you be like, "That was stupid as fuck." And I did have a couple of those, but I thought, like, "Damn, that's a good ass player they just got." Now, how they gonna pan out is different, but I feel like a lot of people drafted well.
Right.
And that's what Dion was saying on Wayne radio Wayne radio station. He was like, man, you never know. You don't know who won, who lost this draft for 3-4 years down the line. You have no clue. That's true. So right now it's all based off potential. But you can see that within this draft that good things were happening. And
I agree with that.
And like a lot of people saying Miami moving.
Miami drafted good.
Miami drafted good.
Like even before the draft, like. They got a black head coach. They got a black GM.
I like what Cincinnati did.
I like what the Chargers did.
Yeah, there's a lot of teams. San Francisco. A lot of people saying San Francisco won the draft.
I don't think Kansas City got any work.
They only got better.
They only got better.
Did y'all see what I posted in the group about how the breakdown of the stars? They got
the 1 star, 2, like 3 stars is
that's the shit that we be. That's the shit that we say all the time, man. Athletes come from everywhere, man. Them stars, they're great, and it's cool to have that notoriety, but that don't mean shit. Because
that once you get more noticeable.
Because honestly, what happens is once you get to college, man, it's another level you have to tap into because niggas is just as good. And then there's niggas that didn't get the notoriety that be even better than the niggas that come in with all the clout behind them.
Right, like you might be
same thing when you get to the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Like
you might be 6'5", 220, but you play for 1A school at receiver and nobody notices you.
You get honestly, a lot of that shit boils down to heart, man, and desire. Because like
I'm 6'5", 220.
I'll just be honest, man. Playing football, man, like I didn't do all the shit that I was supposed to.
No stars. And they say he's 6'5", 220. I ain't giving him no stars.
Yeah, that shit just boiled down to heart and desire. Because I know playing ball, I didn't do all the shit that I could have done to be a better player. And the ones that make it, a lot of times they put in a different kind of effort.
Work. Right.
And I agree with that. I'll say coming out of high school, nigga, I thought I was the best thing since sliced bread. Nigga, I got here saw Hack. I'm like, man, this nigga throwing that bit 90 yards or 1 minute. What the fuck is going on here, man? I had to reconsider, goddamn. That's a reality check, fool.
Did Hack come in? Well, Hack was a year before you, right?
Yeah, them niggas lied to me. We ain't got no quarterback. We got an older quarterback. Them niggas ain't told me nothing about Hack, fool. We got an older quarterback. He's on his way out. I get it.
He played as a freshman against what?
He
redshirted.
He redshirted, and he played as a redshirt freshman year. But when I was being recruited, he was being redshirted. So I'm like,
so they already knew he could throw.
That's when I found out. They will tell you whatever they need to tell you to get you there. Fool.
But in their defense, like Dion said, they don't. When they redshirt him, they don't know that he gonna pan out to be what he gonna be. He's coming off a knee injury.
Them niggas knew Hack was Hack.
Ryan told me they went to a camp together in high school and Hack was doing that same shit.
Right, so
but he had on big knee brace. But I'm saying, like, again, like that's like he said, you come in as a 5-star, that don't mean that you're gonna come out to be, play out to be what you're gonna be. That's why we gotta get you in, nigga. If we don't recruit, then we're gonna have gaps in recruit. We're gonna have a senior and then nobody. Shit, we gotta get them all in.
What was that? That shit I put in the group message about the kid who bypassed the G League for the $300K and went to he going to Texas. And basically his parents, I remember Stock always say that shit when Marcus Mark daddy told him. His parents was basically telling him, you're out of high school now, from here on out it's a business. And that shit always clicked in my head when he was like, Mark daddy told him, like, y'all boys went to school to play football and y'all learn politics.
Man, that shit was so lying.
So just shit like that. Like, and it's good that he had somebody in place to tell him that in the 12th grade. Like,
Mark daddy spoke that shit like a true OG. We walked out the tunnel last game. I forgot who the fuck it was, but he said, yeah, came to school to play football and got a degree in politics. Mm-hmm. I looked around, I thought about it. I thought about what he was and ones. You still thinking about what he said? You like, damn,
Marcus. It's like, never politics, fool. Like, there ain't no way in hell playing college football. That's hard, but I love the character.
What happened to names supposed to remain nameless?
Delete that out there if you can.
Don't worry, it'll be there.
It's gonna be there.
So my bad, G-Dog.
Did Mark Dad play sports too?
He might have did back in the G. I
know him and his brother did.
I don't know his background with it, but it was a really good line. That shit still stick with me to this day, and it opened my eyes up. The Jordan doc. Over 6 million people watched the first part 1, part 2. What was y'all thoughts and takeaways from it?
People are idiots. I loved it. People are idiots. Jordan didn't have anything to do with Pippen signing that dumbass contract, which I don't really think is that dumb how he broke it down. You shouldn't have done it, but hey, I got a family to feed. Like, and I had I might have had injuries or stuff. But that wasn't Jordan's fault. Niggas, go get your money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All you say is don't do it.
I saw a lot of people say that Jordan was selfish when he said play, but I want to give some more context to that. When Jordan was like, it was selfish and you should just play. A lot of people never stopped to realize that Jordan was only making like $4 and $5-6 million prior to those last two. The only thing Jordan did different was he played out his contract. Right. He got his big money after his contract. So Pippen next year was going to be his contract. All Jordan was saying was, play. I played my contract. So at the time, people will put up how much Jordan was making when he said that he was making $30 million. I get it. Before that, he was like 2 or 3. I stood down with this fucked up contract. Another thing that confused me with contracts is you signed this contract. You said this is what I play for. You had the GM tell you, hey man, I want to sign this contract.
The owner, yeah.
And you still signed it. I get your reasons for why you signed it, but I also find it real hard, given that precedence that somebody told you not to sign it. They thought that was low for you or in too many years, and you still signed it to turn around now that you hot and then get mad. It's different if nobody ever told you that and you signed it, and then it's like, man, I outplayed this contract. No, you knew this shit when you signed it.
And didn't Chicago end up paying him a couple of years? Like
no, he got paid.
I know he got paid in Portland. Big money in Portland.
Yeah, Chicago paid him. After that, he made big money.
Yeah.
After that, they put up the little thing. After that, his career total earnings for NBA money, he made more than Jordan.
He made more than Jordan. Yeah.
Damn it. I mean, I thought he got messed over, but by his own doing, you know what I'm saying? He chose to sign a 7-year deal for $18 million. When at that time, that was crazy. Like, I get what you were doing. You were thinking, what if I get hurt? I'm still gonna get paid. But like Jordan said, you didn't bet on yourself.
Yeah, you didn't bet on yourself. So you went the same route.
Right, you can't blame the organization because you ain't bet on yourself. That's
and
just,
then they probably like, oh, this dummy, so shit, I can sign everybody else.
He said it. The guy was like, he was like, you signed this deal, don't come back asking for no more.
He said it.
Yeah,
He exactly said it. Like, you signed it, bye. Don't come back. I ain't got to see
one
no
more year left in it. And you already knew this was the team they was gonna blow up. Go ahead and go play your game and get your money back on the backside. But again, that's hindsight. You know, I get it.
And then people like the 90s, people don't like, they talking about, oh, LeBron got Tristan Thompson. Like, players ain't have say so like that. Jordan, like you said, Jordan got paid 2 years in Chicago. Mm-hmm. His last 2 years. He was making nothing.
Jordan asked for nobody but Pippen. He didn't really ask for Pippen, he just asked for help.
He just ended up being good like that.
Right. You know what I'm saying? He didn't ask for nobody specifically. Give me this person, that person. Nah.
Did y'all
and that's what I'm tired of, man. You know what I'm saying?
The Bulls fired him like 2 weeks ago, Pippen.
Fired him?
Yeah, you know, he was...
I didn't know he was working for him.
Yeah, he was doing something with him.
A personnel management.
Like an ambassador, kind of like.
I thought he worked for ESPN. Like as an analyst.
But he was getting a check from the Bulls.
He terrible. Slow talking now.
No, I was saying like that's the shit. I'm getting sick of the comparison at this point. Like, you know what I'm saying, LeBron, Jordan. Like, I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's people gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? But come on, man, it's two different eras, dog. You can't. How can you determine one player is gonna be better than the other? You can't unless they play against each other. Only time you can. You know what I'm saying? Really compare, like, you can only compare Kobe to Mike, for real. Because they play on the same court. I
know how you can figure it out. NBA 2K simulation. NBA 2K simulation.
I'm talking about real shit. Like, if you put Jordan up against LeBron in his prime, you don't know what's going to happen. Because, I mean, you'll never know that shit.
Guard against a forward. I mean, that's when the guard against, like, damn near a center or some shit.
Right.
It's just like, okay, it's to me, it's like taking Muhammad Ali versus Floyd Mayweather. Like, who's better? Like, nigga, we do too. Like, Muhammad Ali, like, I'm a big heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? You're
knock your belt loose.
Yeah, but they're both great. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I just
only thing I can say is 6-0.
Also, a little side note, I just got a message. The virtual draft sets records. NFL draft reached a record 55 million viewers over a 3-day and established new highs for each day.
Yeah.
So y'all watch that shit after like the third and fourth round?
I had it on. The reason I watched it was because I was like, it was during the middle of the day, Saturday, and wasn't shit on. And I was like, well, the highlight to be live. And I like watching the highlight to the players.
Mm-hmm. Right. And when you think about it, that's what we used to do, nigga. We used to watch the entire draft and used to know every single player that's coming out. And we won't do that no more. And this kind of gave you the opportunity to do that.
And it took me yesterday to find out Jake Fromm came out of Georgia. Like, I don't know what Hetman was thinking, but he got drafted. Mm-hmm. He could have came back, probably been the first rounder. But if you look at the class next year, you got Trevor Lawrence, you got Fields. Could have been Jake Fromm.
Hey,
could have been, but he's been playing since forever. So, you know, he is what he is at this point. I don't think he gets no better. I just think, he wasn't bad, but I don't think he gets better. I think he stays what he is.
And then maybe that's why he came out.
To the Jordan doc, y'all had any other takeaways from that?
Jordan has some big ass clothes. That nigga was drunk as fuck though.
That was the times too.
That was the new Jordan. Jordan was
back in the day. Back to us, we had them same big ass clothes on during that time too.
This is true.
Not like that, but
I got pictures, nigga, you with some big ass clothes on.
Show me a picture with some big ass dad jeans on with a belt on and my shirt tucked in.
That's like now.
But I also noticed that nigga Yak cup kept getting low.
That nigga was fucked up during the interview process. I can
tell you, that nigga snitch, man. That nigga snitch. Them niggas was snorting coke, but I wasn't.
He ain't getting names. He was just saying.
That nigga, he said the whole team was in there.
No. Did he really snitch? Because the reporter who interviewed him, they said it first. They said they were known as the Chicago cocaine clowns or some shit.
And if a nigga asks you that question, I guarantee you gonna be like, I don't know nothing about that.
Shit, man, that's what they were. Them niggas snorted that shit. You snorted it.
I don't know nothing about that. Me personally, and I know stock. You gonna say I don't know nothing about that?
Niggas look lame, man. The BG them really snort. I mean, shit, he said it in his raps. like literally, they saying that was known facts at that time.
New information. It's not snitching if it's not new information.
I know a lot about UAB's football team. If somebody asks me that question, I don't know nothing about that.
That'll be new information.
It's out there. I don't know nothing about that.
It's not really out there.
I don't know nothing about that.
If you get from New Orleans, I don't know nothing about that. No, I don't know. Nothing about that. It says it right there, goddamn. But one of the things that I thought was super dope,
they didn't know that, Jordan. I walked in a room and I saw coke over here and blow over here and girls over. They didn't know all of that.
I wasn't surprised by that.
I was snitching, man.
It was the 80s.
One of the things that I thought was dope about the doc was to hear Danny Ainge or somebody say how they had went golfing and my man lost that golf. He had just dropped 49 on game one. They went golfing in between time. Jordan lost in golfing. He said, "Hey, I got something for y'all tomorrow."
I got something for DJ specifically. And
my man turned around and dropped 66 on that.
Told DJ ass up. Damn, DJ, but you might as well blame Danny Ainge that Jordan roasted your ass.
And that's another thing, like, again, I'm not trying to compare. I'm just talking about Jordan. I think it's something super live, especially as an athlete, man, for a nigga to come and tell you, hey, you in trouble tomorrow. And you really get in trouble tomorrow.
He followed through with that shit.
Even Isaiah weak ass say it. We just seen Magic Johnson say it. We just seen people from
Dominic
the
Wilkins. Yeah.
We just seen so many players say that he told people specifically. Like like somebody was saying that they was killing him. They said they was killing him in the preseason. They didn't realize that players don't play. They said the first game of the regular season, that nigga dropped like 40 on them and said, "Hey, welcome to the NBA, rookie." And
that might have been Jerry Sackhouse because he said the NBA isn't as hard as he thought it was.
On tonight, do 2 episodes come on or 1? Like 2. Last week?
I think 2. Okay. Yeah.
2 came on last week, who?
I know, but I just maybe
sometimes
thought that was
they
the first
do that
week.
for the first, yeah.
Right, that's what
hopefully
I'm saying.
I think I saw it say parts 2 and 3, and I think it's supposed to highlight a lot of Rodman shit.
Yeah, this is Rodman episode, but that's kind of scary to me because 1 and 2, 1 was Jordan episode, 1 was Pippen episode. So this might just be 1 hour, guys. I don't know.
I thought I saw something that said 2 and 3, but
I hope so.
It would be 3 and 4 though.
Speaking of NBA, did y'all see the GOATs as far as ball handlers? Did y'all see that? Like the best dribbler, who had the best handles in the NBA?
Tim Hardaway, Iverson.
I'm gonna give you the 10. It's number 1 was Kyrie, number 2 Allen Iverson, 3 Jason Williams, 4 Jamal Crawford, 5 Stephon Curry, 6 Maravich, 7 Chris Paul, 8 Tim Hardaway, 9 Isaiah Thomas, and 10 Kemba Walker.
9 Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas out of there. Yeah,
I think you put Isaiah Thomas higher than that. Me personally, I like Isaiah Thomas in the way he handled the rock. I damn sure would put him over Pistol Pete, even though Pistol Pete was dope and the shit that he did was revolutionary for a white boy at that time. Just Isaiah's handles are crazy as well. But I can't argue with number 1, so I ain't even want to try to argue the rest. But I can't argue.
Number 1 again?
Kyrie,
okay.
And Iverson was 2.
Yeah, I can't argue with that one.
Kyrie,
I probably agree too. Yeah.
Who's 3? Who's 3?
Jason Williams, White Chocolate.
White Chocolate has some handle. He has some handle.
Yeah,
is Kevin Johnson on that list? Because I like Kevin Johnson.
He ain't had whip like that. He just was
Jamal Crawford was for Curry 5.
Jamal Crawford definitely had them handles.
That's not right.
It's hard to argue with people on this list.
Jason Terry probably could have been in there somewhere.
Honorable mentions, they had Magic, Steve Nash, Steve Francis, Rayford Austin, and God Shamgar.
Get Magic the fuck out of here. That man backed you all the way down the court. That ain't no handle to me. He was good. Just handle now.
God Shamgar, like he had handles.
The ball, but
he had stupid handles.
God Shamgar, they gotta move. They gotta move.
But them niggas real crossover name about Tim Hardaway, so you can't say that. He ain't over.
No. They're honorable mentions. They're not on the list, but I'm just saying that Skip to Malou, Rayford Austin, that nigga got handles.
Yeah.
Skip nigga got a whole hand one take handler.
Not by the time he got to the NBA though. Yeah, not by the time he got to the NBA.
He was serviceable. He was real good in Houston. He just couldn't do that streak shit.
He can't do that. Him or Sean God couldn't do that shit in the NBA, man.
But
I just saw that.
Speaking of the NBA, do y'all think it comes back? I saw that facilities are starting to open May 1st in those cities and states where social distancing or where they relax some of the rules.
You said do the NBA come back?
Yeah, because May 1st they start opening up practice facilities.
Of course, if the NFL, if football plays, the NBA is back.
I'm saying this year.
I don't think football.
If football comes back, which is before, because football is the next season. If football happens, basketball is 100% happening.
We don't have no word on football. We don't have no word on football happening.
No, we don't. But that's why I said if football happens, of course basketball is back.
Of course, yes.
What happens in football in May, June? Because that's when basketball.
You're right. I think everybody's okay in May. You're fine in May.
Especially June, he's talking about this season.
Fucking word.
That's next week. Yeah, okay. But I think for basketball to happen, you have to be in May because like the finals and shit is early June.
Right. He's talking about this year. He's talking about the continuation of this season.
I'm talking about the finish this season.
I fucked up. Well, fuck up. Give me my time, man.
You saying that the NBA come back for this season?
I'm thinking next year. Yeah.
This season's done. No, this season's done.
Well, why is it done? Well, why open up May 1st if it's done?
I mean, they can go in there and try and get that shit together for next year, but I don't think they're coming back this year. I mean, it's gonna be hard.
I've been seeing. Now we know that these NBA teams got all the resources and money in the world. They're going to test all these players, and they can test them on a daily basis. Is what I've been seeing they're trying to do. And if that's the case, they're going to do it just without fans. And you got to remember the caveat to this. We can't forget. Although we value lives and stuff more importantly than some powers that be, they still look at dollar signs. And if you just looked at the NFL, just made all of this record money off on TV revenue and streaming, they're gonna play this. I think they're gonna finish the season.
I think so. I think there's no reason to come open up places May 1st if you don't have intentions at least to come back.
But when the playoffs had already been started.
It'll be just about to start. No.
It'll be starting now. Because like the finals, I always remember the finals because it's for my anniversary of when I was on my honeymoon. For June 10th. Yeah. It was June 10th was the finals with LeBron and San Antonio.
Yeah.
So you still have that full month for the playoffs.
Right.
I don't think it comes back.
I don't think they come back though. And even if they do, I don't think the players gonna be playing without fans. You know, that's what they really show up for.
And the players, I mean, you got to think about it. The players.
LeBron already said LeBron said he ain't playing without the fans.
That sounds really good.
He changed that shit real fast. He changed that real fast. That
nigga you can't tell somebody who love the game and you been out. Nigga, think about it. If we would podcast probably without nobody listening to, because we just love to do the shit.
This is true. We never came out and said that we ain't going to.
And they're at a point where they're going to cut salaries if you don't play after like a certain date. I want to say April 15th was the date. So
and Todd, I gave you major buckets with no fans there. It was for the love of the game.
I don't remember that. I never remember that.
I shook your brain loose.
What's your point?
No, I was just saying, like, neither one of us has come out on this podcast and said we weren't part of the people weren't listening. That's what the man said. I'm just going out what he said. You know what I'm saying?
And what we saying is that's great to say, and it sounds good, and it makes the fans get excited. But that nigga's gonna play if it's not with fans, because he still get to go out and bust Steph in them ass.
And not only that, he changed his tone the very next day.
The very next day, he changed that.
He said, "Well, I have to reconsider. Like, if that's what the game comes to, then that's what we have to do."
I didn't see that.
Yeah, he did it the very next day.
The very next day.
Yeah. He started catching flack for it because, like, nigga, that ain't safe. Like, you just not gonna play the game because you can't have fans. That the fans still want to watch you play, and they're still gonna watch you play.
Right. And then personally, I'm not holding him to that because, like, we didn't know. You know what I'm saying?
We didn't know what it was.
We didn't know. We probably would have said something. No, I'm never gonna stay in the house for a month. We've been in the house for a month, fool.
Shit, I just saw it. Tuesday is my 7th week.
Well, 2 months, yeah. Yep. So I remember last time I went in my workplace building.
I had 7 weeks for me.
Yeah.
Moving on into the dummy of the week.
Dummy.
Dumb. Las Vegas mayor, pull your stupid ass up. Carolyn Goodman, you big dummy. I don't know if y'all saw this, but Las Vegas mayor was on CNN with Anderson Cooper. And if you thought it couldn't get any dumber, she decided to get dumber.
She doubled down on a dummy.
Right. She big dummy. She basically said that she didn't run any casinos and that they needed to figure out how to protect the social distancing. Anderson Cooper was asking her different questions about how does she plan on opening casinos. She basically said that people would love to. Yeah, she would love to come back and that she don't run casinos and that they would need to figure it out. And she wished she did, because if she did, she'd have the cleanest casinos. I don't know about any of y'all, but if you've ever been in a casino, everybody touches every fucking thing in a casino. Everything. You pull the slot machine, you touch the same button. So even if you figured out how to get 6 feet of social distancing, I don't see nobody wiping a machine after every fucking person touches it.
What about the dice or the cards? So
yeah, right. You got to touch that. She basically said that people would love to come back to her city because they got sports leagues. She said that
which are not playing right now.
Another dumb thing, she said that she would love everything open because she thinks that viruses have been around for years in the city.
Like this, huh?
She said there's something about Vegas could be a test study for it or something.
Yeah. She said that they were the entertainment capital of the world. Everything here is clean.
Come on, dirtiest city you could know. Nah, I'm straight.
Maybe she said maybe it's breathing. I'm sorry, I'm being silly here. She said that maybe it's just by breathing, that it doesn't have anything to do with touching other items that other people touch. It could just be coming from breathing. I don't know. I'm not gonna go through all the lists. I'm pretty sure everybody has saw that. But for that, Ms. Goodman, you are the dummy of the motherfucking week. You dumbass motherfucker.
Stupid fuck of the month.
Stupid ass dummy.
Man,
that shit was done. Did y'all see that interview though?
Yeah, my man was shocked at how stupid she sounded. Fool.
My man took his glasses off.
Like, oh my god, what the fuck are you saying? Like,
he was just baffled by how dumb that shit was.
It's just hard for me to watch stupid shit like that nowadays. Like those like y'all said, looking at Trump and those type of things, and then watching this and that type of like. It's just hard for me to watch stupid at a time like this.
Fool. The craziest thing was when Trump was saying the disinfected stuff, and he was looking at the doctor. The doctor would agree, she was like this.
Puzzled, fool. She was like, what the
And then she tried to save him by like, you mean like fevers? Yeah, fevers is good.
But
fevers is good. But
he was like, I've heard.
She was like, I've never heard anything about, and then she looked at somebody else for a bailout.
Help me. I don't want to put him out there, but people stupid, man. Get that bitch her ending of dumb.
But for that, old Carolyn Goodman, you are the dummy of the week.
Dummy.
Y'all going back out into the world on May 1st when it opens back up?
Nope.
No way.
I'm gonna still be.
Hell no.
To June, at least June. I'm still going to be participating at the same rate.
Yeah. She'll like, I'm gonna go get my nails done. They probably know.
They try to stay finding a reason. I need to go to the store and get some conditioner. Fuck is you washing your hair for? You better. I got some soap. You can use this dial.
You better use that
She gonna be dry like a motherfucker. She gonna be looking like nights like this. What's that nigga on the with his S curl dried out? What that shit was? Temptations. Eddie Kane. This nigga trying to come out and S curl dried out. Great shit gonna be fucked up.
No man, we got enough. You need you don't need it. We ain't going. I'm sorry. At this point, if it ain't a need,
I guarantee Hootie probably bathe with some barbaric soap.
Nigga, antibacterial.
Lava.
I got two. You still use the soap bar?
I got a question. I got a question for y'all though. Like, am I the only nigga who used 2 soap bars? Like, I got 2 bars of soap in the shower. I got 2 bars of soap and 2 face towels. One I use for the bottom half of my body, like my ass, my balls, and shit. And other I use for the upper half of my body. Is that weird?
No.
No, I mean that's weird, good.
No, but I got 1 bar of soap though.
I got 2 bars of soap. One for the bottom half, one for the upper half.
I don't use bar soap. Y'all use bar soap?
I don't use bar soap.
I use it because it's antibacterial.
Yeah, they got antibacterial.
Yeah. Do that? Oh, I don't know. I'm used to that gold dial.
Got it. Shit.
I just grabbed that gold bar dial for the smell good, and the white one smells good.
Nigga smell like
I ain't got no bacterial. Shit, that's all that man milk for. Nigga, I put cologne on when I would smell good.
Yeah, I bet you Hootie probably got that goddamn shit we had in the locker room at UAB, boy.
Man, smell like lava, man.
Big regular.
Other than that, man, we got any other news, anything else anybody want to throw in, man, before we get out of here, man? I hate that the show just went by that fast.
Damn, I wish I would have brought this up earlier, but the U.S. Supreme Court just struck down 9 unanimous jury verdicts in state criminal trials. This ruling means that each juror must vote guilty before a person can be convicted of serious crime.
I saw that.
I meant to put that in there. I should have brought that shit up earlier, but that's super dope.
That's crazy.
You could be split on the decision. A person was still guilty prior, but now everybody has.
I felt like I read something where somebody wanted to try to appeal that case because they lost 10-2. So they like shit, nigga. I think it's gonna open up a can of worms.
The guy who, unfortunately, the guy who killed, I ain't gonna say unfortunately because I don't know the ins and outs of it, but that was the guy who killed Will Smith from the Saints. Him. It was 10-2.
That's exactly what it was. 10-2. Yeah. I don't know. That's crazy. We'll see how that
because of his route, he can appeal it. But then also when we were looking at it, a lot of the stuff about that case seemed as if he was acting in self-defense too.
I was just about to say that. Say he acted in self-defense.
That story was real kind of crazy. I don't want to pick a side or nothing, but it just was a crazy story. So we'll see how that pan out. I just want to say thank you to all our supporters, man, and the people who listen to the podcast, man. The numbers are going crazy, man. I see the social media picking up, and a lot of people paying attention. I've had people who have personally shared it with their friends over in other states. And I'm seeing them come in. Thank y'all for listening and being part of the Dummies Podcast, man. We need y'all to keep sharing it to all of y'all friends who will share it to their friends to keep this thing growing, man. One of the biggest things that somebody said and the feedback that I like most is there's a lot of podcasts popping. But a lot of these podcasts are run by celebrities. And sometimes you seeing that they shit don't really, I'm going to just go on a limb. They're saying shit that I don't really know about. They talking about women lifestyles that I don't really know about. They talking about lifestyles that they doing that I don't really know about. The Dummies Podcast is for the commoners, man. We for the normal, everyday people, man, that's doing what we do. We're going to stand on that, man.
We are the majority, nigga.
We for the people.
Yeah, so we appreciate y'all for I'm still going to be for the commoners. I'm just going to put a pool in the backyard. That's all. I'm be like the rapper, man. I'm still in the hood with it.
Y'all might be anyway. I'm about to stutter y'all niggas.
But other than that, man, to our frontline people, like we said at the top of the show, man, y'all be safe, man. Our thoughts and prayers are with y'all, man. Anybody affected, Todd, your family, man. RIP to your aunt, man. It's still a serious disease, man. I feel like we never got stupid states are relaxing it, but please be safe and exercise precaution with this, man.
That's what I was about to say, man. Like, do you think I don't think this podcast is going to happen. Do you think shit gets better for the simple fact that with states relaxing their rules and laws? And not even that. Like, I seen some shit earlier. They had a house party in Chicago with 1,000 people there. And they had people actually say that I didn't have it before I came to this party, but I might have it now and I don't care. That's what caught me.
It's always going to be rebels, man. Like, it's always going to be those people. And that's fine. Like, you're never going to stop those people.
We suffer for that.
Well, I will say this. Not saying that this is my words. Please don't kill me for it. I saw where one gentleman said that it's really great that we're exercising social distance. He was some kind of health expert. He said, but regardless of how long we've been away, once we come back, it don't matter if we come back in October. It don't matter if we come back next week. At some point, you're going to have to be exposed to this virus. And that's how you're going to build immunity. Whether you develop the symptoms to it or not, a lot of the immunity is going to come from just being around it. Like, you can't really run from the actual, I guess, the full part of the disease. I don't know the medical side of it, but
I can see that. It's just like we don't quarantine for the flu, but we try to distance. But also,
and it's just like with the flu, like the flu shot, they inject some of the flu into you to help you build the antibodies. So that's what I guess that's what he kind of saying. Like, you're gonna have to kind of, one of the better ways is to go through it.
Mm-hmm. But also, I'm going outside. Yeah, I ain't going outside.
I like breathe. I like to breathe.
Catch the corona.
I like to breathe.
Yeah, you're gonna have to catch me, goddammit.
Catch me on the block jogging. That's
they said something's like drowning on dry land or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I've seen that.
That shit gotta be tough though.
Hell no, I had to win. I thought of me by a fat kid in Little League basketball.
That shit,
yeah, but not you have to breathe.
Yeah, like nigga, that ain't helping. I can't breathe.
Yeah.
Fuck that fat kid.
But other than that, man, we'll be back next week like we never left. Cause like we say every week, we never leave. You dig?